Good afternoon, 14B District Court. This is Magistrate Hilary Braley presiding, now calling case number 24W000526B. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Shannon Batchelor. If I can have you unmute and state your name for the record, please.
Hello, my name is Shannon Batchelor.
Okay, thank you very much. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I have is a citation that charges that on or about February 16th of 2024 on Spring at or near Prospect, you did operate a motor vehicle with no operator's license on your person. That is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that charge? You need to unmute.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And do you understand the potential penalty?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Plumai.
Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumai appearing with and on behalf of Ms. Batchelor. At this time, she would stand mute as to the charge, and with regards to bond, I would just request a personal bond based on the nature of the charge and her appearance here today.
Okay, thank you. Give me just a moment. Okay. Now, Ms. Batchelor, do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you happen to have it with you? Okay. And I do see here on the SOS printout that it is valid as well. So at this time, this court does have a standing written agreement with the township prosecutor. This is a waivable misdemeanor, and because you have appeared today with a valid driver's license, this matter will be dismissed.
Okay.
So, Attorney Plumai, do you have anything else?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Batchelor, do you have any questions?
Possibly later, but not at the moment.
Okay.
I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I know you have a lot of people on your docket.
So if you have further questions for the court, then you can call the 14B District Court and speak with the Traffic Criminal Division court clerks. You can also, I would imagine, call the Public Defender's Office.
Okay.
So, okay. Then if that is everything, this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. Okay, now calling case number 23E000114. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Joshua Keisel or Kiesel. You're muted.
Kiesel.
Kiesel. Okay, thank you. Just state your full name all at one time for the record, please.
Joshua Stephen Kiesel.
Okay, thank you very much. So today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I have here is a citation dated December 2nd, 2023, that charges that on Washtenaw Avenue at or near Hewitt, you were in possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That
Yes,
is, thank you. That is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that potential penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Pluma, your appearance.
Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Alexis Pluma appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Kiesel. He would stand mute as to the charge at this time and with regards to bond. Because of his appearance here today and based on the nature of the charge, I would just request a personal recognizance bond for him.
You. And I will note for your reference, sir, that your license is showing as expired, and it appears that you have bench warrants out of the 23rd District, 14A2 and 2A out of Adrian. So. The court does appreciate that you appeared voluntarily here today. Your pretrial will be set for April 17th. Okay, April 17th. That will be at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington. And the court will set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. Within the next 24 hours, you are to report to community corrections for drug and alcohol testing. You will need $12 and a photo ID. Do you know where community corrections is?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity whatsoever. And you are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court. So that does include the April 17th court date. That also includes going to community corrections within the next 24 hours. At this time, the court will set a $5,000 personal recognizance bond. Attorney Pluma, do you want to explain that?
So Mr. Kiesel, basically what that means is that you don't have to pay any money right now to remain out of custody. If you violate any of the conditions of your bond and or don't appear at your next hearing date, a bench warrant will issue for your arrest, at which point your bond would start at $5,000 cash or surety.
Mr. Kiesel, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor. So when I show up for corrections,
So I'm going to cut you off before you say anything. If you show up at corrections and you are already concerned about testing positive, my understanding, and you should talk to a public defender. But my understanding is that it's happened before, and so long as levels are decreasing, they'll work
no,
with it. But-
I'm completely sober, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm just worried. I'm not worried about them taking me in, but I'm saying, can I go to corrections without the possibility of them detaining me because of violation?
I'll give you a call after I'm finished with this docket, Mr. Kiesel, and we can discuss that.
That is definitely a question for the public defender. So, at this time, your hearing is concluded and you are free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. Are you Toriano Jones? You need to unmute.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Give me just a moment. Give me just.
I'm sorry.
I said, give me just a moment. I will be calling your case momentarily.
Okay.
Okay, now calling case number 24W0000561A, B, and C. These are all the Township of Ypsilanti versus Toriano Jones. Mr. Jones, can you please state your name for the record?
Toriano Jones.
Okay, thank you very much. So today is the date and time set for an arraignment in the matter ending in A. What I have is a citation that is dated February 19th, 2024, that alleges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Villa Drive at or near La Forge while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. Do you understand that charge?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. I'm not asking you if you agree, I just ask if you understand. So that is.
I mean, I wasn't technically on the road.
Don't say anything else.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
Okay, anything else, you can say it to the public defender. Thank you. Okay, that is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs or both. Do you understand that potential penalty?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I should also note on the B and C matters, those are civil infractions. They are set for pre-hearing conference today. Basically, we're keeping all of the tickets together. So,
Okay.
okay. Okay. Attorney Plumai, do you wish to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumai appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Jones on the matter ending in A. At this time, he would stand mute as to the charge, and with regards to bond, I would just request a personal recognizance bond based on the nature of the charges and his appearance here today.
Okay, thank you. So at this time, sir, part of the reason I took a second was because I was reviewing your driving record. And I do see that your license is currently suspended, and from what I can tell, it looks like it may stay that way for a while. Ordinarily, I'd be setting you for a pretrial on my docket, but instead what I am going to do is set you for a pretrial on the judge's docket.
Okay.
That will be on April 17th. That will be at 9 a.m. over Zoom before
Okay.
Judge Washington.
Okay.
Okay. And that is because she will be likely able to do more for you on her docket than I will on mine. So,
Okay.
okay. At this time, the court will set a PR bond in this matter. I am going to make it a $500 PR bond. So, Attorney Plumai, can you please explain that?
So what that means is you don't have to pay any money right now to remain out of custody while your case is pending. However, if you fail to appear at your next court date, a bench warrant will issue and the bond will start at $500 cash or surety.
Okay. Do you have any questions for the court at this time?
I guess not.
Okay. In that case, this hearing is concluded and you are free to sign out of Zoom.
All right.
Thank you. Now calling case number 21S3955255. This is the state of Michigan versus Haley Roden. Ms. Roden, can you state your name for the record, please?
Haley Roden.
Okay, thank you. What I have here is a citation dated September 27th, 2021 that alleges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Grove Street at or near Rawsonville Road while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
Okay. That is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that potential penalty?
Yes.
Okay. What I am also seeing here is that you were initially set to be arraigned on this back in October of 2021. It seems that you failed to appear for several subsequent court dates that were set. So a bench warrant has been issued for your arrest. Were you aware of that?
I was not aware of that.
Okay. What happened with the court dates, if I may ask?
So, when I didn't even know that my license was suspended at the time, and that was because I had gotten into an accident beforehand, and they gave me a ticket for like failing to yield or whatever, and then I drove off because my boyfriend picked me up, and then they had what I would assume is mailed me another ticket because that's when I got pulled over, and then they were like, because I got pulled over because like the light was out over the like license plate, and so they pulled me over and they were like, hey, your license is suspended, and I didn't know. So I thought I was just under the impression that I needed to take care of that last ticket, and so I did, and I thought like my work there was done. I didn't know anything about like subsequent court dates or anything like that. I do know that my address was kind of like funky for a little bit there on my license, and I think that's why I didn't get the original ticket because like I had been moving around a little bit. So
Okay, I'm going to cut you off at this point. Attorney Plumai, did you wish to address bond?
Sure, Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumai appearing with and on behalf of Ms. Roden to address bond just based on her appearance here today and the nature of the charges. And it sounds like the court may have had a bad mailing address for her at one point. I would request a personal bond on her behalf, and she would stand mute as to the charge.
Thank you. So at this time, the court will set a pretrial court date for you of April 11th. That will be at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington.
okay,
Okay.
thank you.
The court will recall the bench warrant based on your appearance here today. Make sure you note the April 11th court date. You should get a notice, but if you don't get a notice for whatever reason, I am also telling you your next court date is April 11th at 9 a.m. over Zoom.
Okay.
You can also feel free to call the 14B District Court if you forget, or you can call the Public Defender's Office. So, the bench warrant is being recalled, and the court will set a $500 PR bond. So, Attorney Plumai, if you want to explain that.
So what that means is that you don't have to pay any money to remain out of custody right now. You're just promising to come back for your next court date. However, if you don't come back to your next court date, a bench warrant will issue for your arrest again, at which point your bond would start at $500 in order to remain out of custody.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. If you don't have any further questions, this hearing is concluded and you are free to sign out of Zoom.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Various ones.
Okay, now calling case number 22S00904, also 22R00904. These are the state of Michigan versus Tamnequia, excuse me, Taylor Hatchett. So can you please unmute, ma'am, and state your name for the record?
Tamnequia Taylor Hatchett, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. So today is the date and time set for an arraignment in the 22R matter. It looks like a bench warrant was issued due to your failure to appear for a show cause hearing back in November of last year. However, you have appeared here today, and I'm showing that the matters that you're here for today just involve money at this point. So, you have a balance of $580 altogether. Do you have some idea when you can have that paid off?
If I may, Your Honor, I'll just need a little bit of time because I'm also dealing with a lot of other stuff that I have to pay and other tickets, and I was incarcerated and everything. So I'm just going through a little bit of stuff right now. I got off track. So I probably need I want to say a month at least. And I could try to at least set up a payment arrangement for $100 a month or something like that.
Okay. What I will do then, first off, because of your appearance here today, I will recall the bench warrant. So that is being recalled. Because you are talking about paying $100 a month, what I will do is set you for a new show cause date in both of these matters. That will be July 16th.
Okay.
Okay. So July 16th, if the entire $580 is paid off in full before that date, then that hearing will be canceled and you will not have to come. All right.
Okay.
But if you are not able to pay it off in full, I do still want to see that some sort of progress has been made on it.
Okay.
Okay.
And okay. Then who do I call when I do want to make payment arrangements or anything like that?
So if you are making partial payments, then you can bring them into the court. You can also mail them to the court. If you have questions about your options, you can call the 14B district court and they can explain to you your different options in more detail. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Then again, your next court date, July 16th, 9 a.m. That will be over Zoom in front of me. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And you are free to sign out of Zoom. This hearing is concluded. Now calling case number 22W005461. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Danielle Riles. Ms. Riles, can you state your name for the record, please?
Danielle Riles.
Okay, thank you. What I have here is a citation dated October 30th of 2022. That charges that on or about that date, you did operate a motor vehicle on US 12 at or near Onondaga Avenue while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
Okay, that is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that potential penalty?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. And I do see at this time you were originally scheduled to be arraigned on in November of 2022. You did fail to appear for that arraignment date and some subsequent dates that were also scheduled. So in January of 2023, a bench warrant was issued for your arrest.
correct.
Okay. So you're aware of the bench warrant then?
Yes.
Okay. Were you unaware of the court dates that were scheduled? What happened?
So what happened was I had got a ticket in 2022 on Outer Drive in Detroit. And when I got that ticket, I paid it online. Detroit kept saying they never received my payment. I'm like, I have these receipts, like I paid the ticket. That caused the suspension. This was right around the time of the pandemic or whatever. So you couldn't walk into 36th District downtown, but no one ever entered the phone. So they ended up suspending my license, but I have all this proof that I already paid the ticket. So I kind of was just like, okay, maybe one day I'll get in touch with Detroit and then I can just take this to court for them and it'll just get thrown out because I already paid this ticket. That ended up never happening and it didn't, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna stop you there because I've got enough of an idea that, okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, then, Attorney Plumai, did you want to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumai appearing with and on behalf of Ms. BRALEY'S. At this time, with regards to bond, I would just request a personal recognizance bond on her behalf and that the bench warrant be recalled based on her appearance here today and the nature of the charge.
Thank you. So, yes, first, I am recalling the bench warrant based on your appearance here today. I am going to set you for a pretrial date on my docket. That will be on May 14th
Okay.
at 9 a.m. That will be over Zoom.
Okay.
Okay. And the township prosecutor will be there on that date. So whatever documentation that you have, you may be able to work something out with him at that point. And Attorney Plumai, I don't know if you're able to talk to her about what her options are as far as that goes.
Yes, Ms. Riles, we will give you a call. We have the phone number that you provided to the court and we'll discuss what your options are going forward as far as getting this taken care of.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mhm.
So at this time, then you've got your next court date. That's May 14th at 9 a.m. What I am going to do is set a $200 personal recognizance bond. So Attorney Plumai.
Yeah. So what that means is basically that you don't have to pay any money right now to remain out of custody while your case is pending. You're promising to come back for your next hearing date. But if you do fail to appear at that next hearing over Zoom on May 14th, a bench warrant would issue for your arrest and the bond would start at $200.
Okay.
Okay, then if you don't have any questions, this hearing is concluded and you are free to sign out of Zoom.
The last question I have, will I receive, just like I got a text for today with the link, will it be the same thing for the court date in May?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
assuming your phone number didn't change. If your phone number changes, you'll have to update it with the court, but you'll
Okay.
stay enrolled. So,
Okay, thank you.
okay, thank you. Okay, now calling case number 20FB1834. This is the state of Michigan versus Michael Anthony Harrison.
Yes.
Thank you. Attorney Pluma, your appearance, please.
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Pluma appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Harrison. And Mr. Harrison, if you could just say your full name one time for the record.
Michael Anthony Harrison.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. It appears that you have violated the terms of your probation, and therefore a bench warrant has been issued for your arrest. Attorney Pluma.
Yes, Your Honor, we are not sent the information on probation violations in the arraignments division, so I'm not sure what the nature of the violation is, but based on Mr. Harrison's appearance today, I would ask that he be given a personal bond and that he get in touch with his assigned attorney in 14B so that they can try to rectify things before a violation of probation hearing is set with Judge Washington.
Thank you. Okay. So to clarify at least a little bit, I do have the community corrections violation report. Mr. Harrison, you were ordered by the court to enroll or re-enroll in the anger management classes. It appears that they attempted to reach out to you, but that they were unable to reach out to you and there was no contact on your part. So that is the basis of the probation violation. So at this time, the court will set a hearing. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for your patience. I was looking up to see when to set you. I think that's 15 isn't a lot for her. No? Okay. Okay. So what the court is going to do at this time is set you for a violation of probation hearing that will be March 25th at 9 a.m. Actually, wait. No. Correction. Okay. So that would be March 25th. And that will be at 10:30. Yeah, 10:30 in the morning in person before Judge Washington. So just to clarify, March 25th, that is Monday, 10:30 in the morning in person at the 14B District Court before Judge Washington for a violation of probation hearing. At this time, bond is being denied per the judge. So that means that the bench warrant will continue. Attorney Plumai, do you have anything else?
Mr. Harrison, I would reach out to our office as soon as possible, just because we're going to want to try to get some of this resolved before you go to court on Monday. And I will have your assigned attorney reach out to you as well.
Please.
Thank you. Then, sir, if you don't have any questions for the court, and Attorney Plumai, if you don't have anything else, then this hearing is concluded, and sir, you are free to sign out of Zoom.
Your Honor, may I say something? So I can't start the classes yet?
We'll talk to you about
Okay.
that. Because the
Okay.
magistrate is not going to be in
Okay.
charge of those classes. So
Okay, got it. Understood.
Yeah, I would talk to the public defender and probably reach out to your probation officer as well. So, okay. But if there's nothing else, then this hearing's concluded. You're free to sign out.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. To this person on the iPhone. Can I have your name, please?
Asia Matthews.
Okay, thank you. Can you actually tilt your phone down a little bit so I can see more than just the top of your head? Thank you. Okay, give us a second. We are pulling your file.
Okay.
Okay. Now calling case numbers 24S00054, as well as 24S4319359. Those are both the state of Michigan versus Asia Matthews. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumai appearing with and on behalf of Ms. Matthews on the matter ending in 5-4. And Ms. Matthews, could you just state your full name one more time for the record, please?
Asia Matthews.
Thank you. So what I have here is a misdemeanor complaint that is dated January 2nd, 2024, that alleges that on or about that date at I-94 at or near Rawsonville, you did operate a motor vehicle on a highway while under the influence of alcohol and or having an alcohol content of 0.08 grams or more per 100 milliliters of blood. This is otherwise known as operating while intoxicated. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
That is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that penalty?
Yes.
Count 2 alleges that you did drive a vehicle on a highway in willful or wanton disregard for the safety of persons or property. That is otherwise known as reckless driving. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
That is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that potential penalty?
Yes.
Okay. Plumai, do you wish to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor. First, Ms. Matthews would stand mute as to the charge, and then with regards to bond, I would just respectfully request a personal bond on her behalf based on her appearance here today. And Ms. Matthews, I will just advise you that some form of substance testing is going to be ordered. That's standard on all operating while intoxicated offenses within the county.
So first, the court will set your pretrial date for April 16th, 2024. That will be at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington.
Okay.
And the court will set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You are to report to community corrections within the next 24 hours for drug and alcohol testing. You will need $12 and a photo ID. Do you know where community corrections is?
Isn't it by the jail that over the side of it?
Yes, that's where it is. The address is 4101 Washtenaw. It's in the same campus as the jail. The building is labeled Re-Entry Center. Okay. Okay. So within the next 24 hours, you are to report there. For drug and alcohol testing, you will need $12 and a photo ID. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity, and you are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court. So that includes that April 16th date. It also means going to community corrections. Do you understand?
On April 16th, I go to the same place I would be going to that I have to get drug tested at?
No. April
Okay, okay.
16th. Okay. April 16th is your next court date.
Okay.
Okay. And that will be over Zoom, just like this one is.
Okay.
So you'll get information with the Zoom number and everything in it. If you get confused or have more questions about the paperwork or anything, then you can call the 14B District Court. You can also call the Public Defender's Office.
Okay.
Okay. As far as community corrections, you're to go there before the end of the day tomorrow. So that's within the next day. You're to go there to start drug and alcohol testing. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
So at this time, the court will set a $500 personal recognizance bond. Attorney Plumai, can you explain, please?
Yes, so what that means is that you don't have to pay any money to remain out of custody right now while your case is pending. However, your next court date over Zoom, if you fail to appear to that, or if you violate any of the conditions of your bond, so failure to go to your testing, for example, a bench warrant will issue for your arrest at that point, and your bond would start at $500 then.
Okay.
And then regarding the other matter, this is just a civil infraction ticket for speeding. So this is being set for another show cause hearing date at the same date and time. So that'll be April 16th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
And if you have questions about your balance or how to pay on that, you can call the 14B District Court.
Okay.
Okay.
And is that that's for another ticket, or is that the one I've already paid?
Okay, no, this is, you've already been paying on this one.
Oh yeah, I think today's the last day I gotta pay the rest today.
Okay. Okay. Well, just in the interest of keeping them together, there'll be another date set for that on April 16th as well. Okay.
Which would be Zoom.
Yes,
Two.
it'll be at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, then if there's nothing else, Attorney Plumey, do you have anything else? Okay, then Ms. Matthews, you are free to sign out of Zoom. This hearing is concluded.
Okay, what's the date again? Will I get emails and things like the first time, or?
Yes, you should. If you're signed up for text messages, then those should continue. And you'll
9
also get
o'clock? Sorry,
April 16th.
at 9?
Yes.
April 16th. Okay.
Okay.
Or pre-trial.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And you're going to community corrections either today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm actually at work right now, so I'll probably go tomorrow morning.
Okay. Attorney Plumey, if you don't have anything else.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Matthews, you are free to sign out. To the device ending in 0094. You were just let into the courtroom and can hopefully hear me at this point. Can you hit *6 to unmute and tell me who you are?
Hello?
Hi, can you tell me your name, please?
Kalisha Pfeiffer.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Now calling case numbers 23S0081 as well as 21S00499. These are the State of Michigan versus Kalisha Pfeiffer. Attorney Plumey.
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumey appearing with it on behalf of Miss Pfeiffer.
Ms. Pfeiffer, hit *6 to unmute and state your name for the record, please.
Kalisha Pfeiffer.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in the matter ending in 181. What I am seeing is
This case should have been over.
bond violation. So it appears that you have not been testing as per the community corrections report.
Yes, because of you people had called and told me to turn on my device.
Pfeiffer?
So I did as yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you were also ordered to go to community corrections.
And I did. And you guys restarted my device after I turned in my doctor papers to you guys. So after I turned in, do you see my doctor papers on file to you guys? After I turned in my doctor papers and stuff, then that's when the judge reordered and restarted my testing. So I had to call. They restarted the testing. When they restarted the testing, they didn't know the monitoring people. They didn't tell the monitoring people. So the dude named Brian called and said, hey, we got to come pick up your device or you need to drop it out for community corrections. So I did as follows, and I dropped my blowing device off at the office. After I received a warrant, I called Brian Levitt, and he said, Ms. Pfeiffer, this ain't your thing. It's not your fault. You did as follows. He said, just going to restart this. Now, we've been going through this case for so long just to get a final settlement.
Ms. Pfeiffer? Ms. Pfeiffer?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I can hear that you are upset, and this has been going
I'm very
on for
upset.
a while. Yes, but I am going to ask the public defender to speak on your behalf at this point. Attorney Plumai.
Thank you, Your Honor. It sounds like there was some confusion with regards to the testing requirements. I would just request a personal bond on Ms. Pfeiffer's behalf, and that we reiterate and explain those requirements to her so that she can get into compliance with those.
Thank you. Give me just a moment. Okay, Ms. Pfeiffer, you may unmute. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you were last in front of me on February 21st. And at that point, you had informed me that your SoberLink device was in your impounded car. So I had ordered you to report to community corrections within 48 hours so that you to get the SoberLink out. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I did as follow. And then like 2-3 days when the lady had restarted it, she said, you could do this over the phone. She said, she had called me and she was like, oh, I can call you tomorrow and we're gonna restart the device. So we restarted the device and I started back blowing again. And then we was called and the dude said, Ms. Pfeiffer, we got a court order to come and pick up your device or you need to turn it in. So I did that. Brian Levitt, then when I heard I had a warrant for it, that's why I called Brian from Community of Corrections. He was saying, oh, Ms. Pfeiffer, I see where this happened. He said, when the time when you was in the hospital, before the 21st, before I got it restarted, you guys didn't tell them, they didn't know. So he was like, Ms. Pfeiffer, it's nothing you did wrong. He said it was a miscommunication between you guys. That was not on my fault. I did as followed.
Okay. So I hear you.
No,
ma'am, thank you.
Yeah.
I do hear you. I can understand that this is very frustrating. I do have a note on ma'am. Okay. So I do have a note that says that you came in to community corrections on February 27th, placed the device on the counter and left without any explanation. So at this time, the court is going to.
I was called on the 26th, Your Honor, to turn in the device.
Okay.
That's why I did. I was called.
Okay. Ms. Pfeiffer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I hear what you're saying. If going off of what I have to go off of here in this report, you walked into community corrections, put the thing on the counter and left again. So.
That's what I was told to do.
Okay.
Can you call the dude at the office and ask him?
Okay.
He called, he said, Ms. Pfeiffer.
Okay. So my point being that walking in, putting it on the counter and leaving without talking to anybody at community corrections resulted, well, in any case, this can be addressed at your next court date with the judge. Attorney Plumai, I believe.
Your Honor, as to bond or,
Yes.
I would just
I-
request a personal recognizance bond on her behalf, and that she report to community corrections or get back into compliance with, testing that's ordered within 24 hours.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, can it please be 48 hours? I am in Brighton.
Thank you for that information, Ms. Pfeiffer.
Surgery next week. I don't know how this
So
will
at
work
this
out.
time, I am going to set your next court date for April 4th.
For April 1, I'm sorry.
April 4th.
So I'm going to here and pick up the device again. What am I doing?
Your next court date is going to be April 4th, 2024.
Okay.
That will be
Okay.
at 10:30 in the morning in person at the 14B District Court.
This one in person?
You are coming to the 14B District Court in person. Yes, for your
Do
next.
you guys have buses everyone there, Your Honor?
Say that again?
Do you guys have buses everyone there?
Yes, the bus does come here. What is that? 46, I think.
Hmm.
I don't, I believe it's Route 46. You should check that though, but bus service does come here. Yes, I would imagine too, if you call the public defender's office, they'll also have information for you. As
Do
far
they
as
have bus tokens too also as well?
they have, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time understanding what.
Do they
have?
also have bus tokens, Your Honor? Because we've been dragging this case for so long, it's unbelievable.
Okay, no, I don't. The bus tokens, you'd have to ask somebody other than the court. I don't have
So
any. for you
why
now.
is it guys so important to come in person than me to do it on Zoom?
Because at this point, I'm ordering you to come to the court in person so that you can see
Yes.
the judge. So,
I'd be more than happy to see it. Who is the judge with MIWashington?
yes,
Is this a final settlement?
well,
For the
it's going to
eighth
be,
time?
okay, it is going to be a bond violation hearing. I don't know that you have reached the final settlement conference stage yet. So, in any case, you're going to have your court date in person, April 4th, 10:30 in the morning. And at this time, the bond is continued, as is the bench warrant. Attorney Plumai, do you have anything else?
No, thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, so I still have the warrant?
Yes, you do. So at this time, the hearing is concluded. Attorney Plumai, presumably your office can reach out to her with more information.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, thank you. So Ms. Pfeiffer has obviously